Today we're doing an apartment tour here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam to show you what you can get for around $550 per month. So if you're thinking of moving to Vietnam and want to teach English here or for another reason, check out this video. We're going to show you what you can get in that price range. I'm Alex from Ninja Teacher, where we help people start teaching English in Vietnam. And I'm here today with Minh.
Hello everyone, my name is Minh and I'm a realtor in Ho Chi Minh City.
So Minh and I are going to show you the apartment now. So we're going to head across the street and let's go check it out.
Yeah, let's go.
So I think this is a good example to show you what you can get for around this price range. You can usually get a nice one bedroom like this with a lot of space, a lot of natural light, big windows, and a view of the city. So you can see here there's a little balcony, which is really nice. Open that up, get some fresh air. Yeah, I really like the view here. You can see all the way out this side and that side. It's almost like a 180-degree view.
What we are viewing at the moment is a one-bedroom apartment, features with a lot of sunlight into the apartment also, and it is fully furnished. That you can see, like you just bring in your suitcase in and you can leave like instantly also. It's also come with cleaning service, laundry service, and changing bed sheet. But sometimes like they're gonna have cleaning service most of the time also. Unlikely for condo apartment, for service for apartment, it's going to require from 1 month to 2 months deposit.
It's even got a TV there, right? So that's included, fridge, all of the things that you need. And usually comes with some utensils and pots and pans and stuff. You don't even have to go and buy a lot of things. So we've got the kitchen area here. Another window. I like this desk area here, just with that view. So nice.
And here, this is the bedroom of like the apartment also. It's come with a big windows that you can see also. Sunlight, it's had really good sunlight into the apartment. This has an amazing view to the outside city. And mostly, there's one thing about, like I heard about you guys saying about like the stiff bed here. It's typically a traditional Vietnamese bed. So if you finding apartment also, you can consider it as one of the options also. Like this is okay, but maybe sometimes it's getting stiff, and you can ask the landlord if they can willing to change that for us.
Right,
Yeah.
nice.
I really like the canal.
So the canal here goes all the way along the edge of Phu Nhong and District 3 and also District 1 at one point. Actually it goes through a few districts, right? So it goes all the way around the center of the city. So it's actually a really nice place to live because you can go along the canal and easily get to different districts. It's also just nice to walk along here, along the canal.
This canal is lead to around like 5 districts, and you can lead to anywhere around the city without like having any like traffic issue.
You can see down there, there's a pathway along the edge of the canal there, so you can actually just walk or run along the canal. I think one of the reasons there's no traffic is there's no traffic lights along the canal, right?
Yeah.
So you can actually just ride without stopping and then get off the canal whenever you need to. So that makes it quite convenient to get around the city along this route.
Yeah. In the early morning or in the evening, then they're gonna have like, you can see a lot of like people running, since we are filming it at around like noon, so like it's a bit hot, so like they don't go out running.
Yeah, exactly. This little area here actually adds quite a bit of extra space. And we've got the bathroom here. So I think this area is really nice and central because you can actually get to a lot of districts. So if you're teaching English here and you're working in a different district, you can get to a lot of the different districts in 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So for example, do you want to share a few examples of what you can get to?
Okay, yeah, if you are living like by the canal, you can easily like drive with your bike or get a ride to Thao Ding for only like 15 minutes. And it's you don't have to experience any like traffic lights or anything. You can go to the airport like in 10 minutes and without any like problems also. And alongside with that, like if you work either in the south, north, or west of Ho Chi Minh City, you can easily get to it also.
Yeah, and I think a lot of districts, so if you're working in like D10, District 10, District 11, or out here in Phu Nhung, Go Vap, Bintan, even the further ones out like Tan Phu, it's only going to be what, like 15 minutes or something out
15,
that way.
20 minutes. Yeah, easy road.
Even though there's no more districts anymore.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to still keep calling them the districts, right?
Yeah,
for a while.
I think for a while, like maybe in the next 2-3 years, they still say like the old district, but right now we have a different update about like the district. But I want to let you guys know, and you guys don't, when you guys are here, you can update it like gradually. It's easier for you guys, even for me.
It's going to roll out over time. So.
Yeah.
So to share a little bit more about the costs, so this apartment is 14.5 million dong per month. That's around $550 and about 400 pounds. So what else is included in that?
Cleaning service, laundry service, and changing bed sheet. All the like the Wi-Fi, the trash, and everything is included. So you don't have to worry about that. You have to pay for the electricity, and it's also depending on like how much you use the AC, electricity appliance in the apartment also. For a standard service apartment, it's gonna vary from 4,000 to 4,500 dong per kilowatts. Also, when you think about it, when you are in a really big apartment with like a lot of like sunlight into the apartment, then you're gonna need to use like more electricity because like it's need like to have more sunlight into the apartment. It means like the heat is also higher.
Yeah, so to give you an idea, I usually spend about 1 million to 2 million dong in my apartment per month, and that's using the AC quite a lot. But if you're in an apartment like this with a bit more sunlight and you need to use a lot of AC, it might go up a bit as well. So to share a little bit about this area, so as we mentioned, right on the canal between Phu Nhung and D3, District 3. So I think there's quite a lot of nice cafes and food around this area. If you go along the canal, there's restaurants along the canal. Phan Sit Long Street is really nice. There's a street here in Phu Nhung that's got a lot of restaurants and cafes. Very nice over there. And then if you just go over to District 3, again lots of great cafes and food, things to do. And District 1 is, what, like 10 minutes from here, which has got pretty much everything if you want to go out to bars and do things like that.
For the district one, I think it's only like 5 minutes, like crossing the bridge.
Right.
And I think going everywhere still is very good to commuting also. You have to consider like whenever like which job you have, or sometimes like it's on the other side of the city and you have to make like a long commute also. So you have to consider like the location that you need to or wanted to stay also. There's not gonna be like an ideal district to live in because like everything is the same, but it's also based on your lifestyle and also like just your needs also.
Yeah, I think a lot of people ask what's the best district to live in, and I don't think there is a best one. Depends on where you work, where you want to be near to, anything you want to be near to particularly, but each district has something interesting about it, I think. So if you're out in, let's see, for example, is it D11 or D10 that's got a lot of Chinese food?
Chinatown is District 5.
District 5, yeah. So if you go out to District 5 and District 10, there's Chinatown, so lots of good Chinese food, and pretty much like each district has something interesting about it. So I don't think there's a right or wrong answer, and you can just base it on where you're working, anything you particularly like, you want to be near, and also you can find interesting things in every district as well. Okay, so we just want to give you a few tips for finding an apartment and working with a realtor. So Minh is a realtor and he helps out English teachers and other people. We've had quite a lot of our alumni get apartments through him. So when we help people move to Vietnam to start teaching English, Minh often helps them out after they've got a job. So do you want to share a few quick tips on what to look out for in apartments and how you should work with a realtor?
I would suggest you like to view the apartment in person or by yourself, or if you have like a really close friend, you can ask them to view the apartment for you. Online or everything, it can be misleading information. They just like false advertising a lot of like apartments right now also.
Yeah, always good to just go see it in person. Yeah. So if you work with a realtor like Minh, you'll be able to show them apartments for free, right? Take them around and actually see the apartments, and then you can decide which one you like after seeing it in person. Because sometimes the photos don't look completely accurate.
One thing about like renting apartments also, it might go fast. Just make sure that you're decisive.
Yeah, because in a lot of countries, I know you have to go through this lengthy process and do, checks, credit checks, and all these types of things. Here, it can literally be you go see the apartment that day, and if you like it, you can put down a deposit and then basically move in with within a few days, right?
Yeah, within like 1 or 2 days, if the apartment ready also. Even like you just viewing the apartment and somebody just go down there with another realtor and they just said like, oh, you don't have to view it anymore.
It's already gone.
Yeah.
So, and there's not a lot of red tape, they're not checking a lot of documentation and stuff. You just have to obviously have the correct visa and all that to be here, but you don't have to go through a lengthy process, which is quite nice.
When you live in a foreign country, or as in Ho Chi Minh City also, they're gonna not be like a really perfect apartment for us. You always like have to compromise like each of like their specific features or anything also. Yeah,
I think a good strategy for finding an apartment is speak to the realtor and tell them your top priorities, like if you want a view, or if you want a balcony, or if you want like a pool in the apartment or something like that, and then give a budget that you have, and then they can also tell you if that's realistic or not. Have an idea of what you want, because then you can go and see the apartments that fit that. And as Minh said, like obviously you can't get everything you want unless you're paying like a lot. So, choose the things that are most important to you, and then see what's available in that range, right?
Yeah.
In this range, there's obviously going to be a lot of options, and you can also get a nice studio or something for a lower price. So Minh and I actually did a video before where you can look at an apartment for around $400. So you can go watch that video if you want to see an example of something. It's a bit lower price than this, but also you can still get something really nice in that range. So also consider your budget, see what's affordable to you, and then go look at places in that range.
Yeah.
And of course, you can get way more expensive apartments as well.
Yeah, way more, or even more cheaper also.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, nice. So if anyone wants to work with you, we're going to leave the contact details of Minh in the description so they can just contact you there, right?
Yeah, you can either contact me through Zalo or WhatsApp or on my Facebook profile. I just launching a new business called Minh Home that you can, I will have Alex sending like the links up there and you can contact me through that.
Okay, great. Yeah, check that out in the description. If you are interested in teaching English in Vietnam, you can head over to ninjateacher.com and find out more about that. You can watch another video here about apartments in Vietnam, and you can subscribe to the channel for more videos about teaching English and life abroad. So speak to you soon. Peace.
Yeah, bye.